Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. The weather has finally broken here. We've not been able to run for 10 days because it's just been a heat wave here in the UK. So we are very excited to get back to it today. And today, sessions are back. This morning we're going to be taking on our first interval session of the season. As we said in the last episode of this mini training series, the weather, we don't know what it's going to kind of throw at us over this sort of period of September. With it sometimes being too warm to run, so we are going to prioritise Dizzy's sessions when we can and then get volume in around it. So today we are going to go with a session. It's quite a cool one. We've not done it before, but it's quite a fun one to do with a dog if you are looking for an interval session to do with your dog. Today it is basically called Beat the Clock. We're going to run a mile and then we're going to have a 90-second rest, and then we are just going to try and beat that mile. And that's all we're going to do today. I think when we come back to this one later in the season, we'll run it as a 3-mile session, maybe a 4-mile session. But for our first interval session and our first run in 10 days, we're going to stick to 2 miles today. So quite a cool session, quite a fun one, quite easy to do wherever you are. Don't really need paces. We're not too bothered about paces today. We will just go with a good, honest, hard effort and see what happens. It's quite an interesting one to try with Canicross as well, because the dogs do like to go off so fast. So to beat that first mile is potentially tough. So we are just getting warmed up, jogging down to the common. If you're a long time viewer of the channel, you'll have seen us run our intervals there last year. There's going to probably be quite a few dog walkers out this morning because it's quite a nice morning for dog walking. So we've got a bit of dog walker dodging to do, but it is a good area to run a couple of miles. No roads, good kind of cross-country terrain, nice and open, nice and grassy. So we'll make the most of it. Reached the common. Lots of hay bales this time. We've not been here for 5 months, so I'm hoping that Dizzy will be quite excited to do this bit. I reckon 1 lap is about a mile, and then we'll try and do the reverse lap for the 2nd mile, so he thinks he's going back to the car. Right, ready Dizzy? Ready? Let's go! Good boy, yes, good boy, let's go! That is rep number 1 done. 6:30 for the first mile. Here's a top tip. If you're going to try this session, change your watch from lapping in kilometres to lapping in miles. Otherwise you've got to do the maths. A couple of doggos to get past on that one as well, who were not very helpful. So hopefully this 2nd mile is going to be easier to beat. Another top tip, if you're going to do this in a Canicross style, obviously the dogs like to go off quite quick. So in that first mile, you can turn it into a bit of a strength exercise for them as well, and just sort of sit back a little bit. Just sit back a little bit, make them really pull you, and you should get a slightly slower first mile that then perhaps you can then put the gas down in the 2nd mile or the 3rd mile, or whichever repeat you want to do after that, to make it a bit easier on a dog and see if you can beat that time. Right, okay, we're coming up. Time to go again. Dizzy, ready? I don't know if this bit's going to work because he'll realise it once we turn the corner, but here we go. Ready Dizzy? Ready? Let's go! Good boy, yes, let's go! There we go. Oh my. Slightly slower. That was tough, that one though. I think the reverse, going back a bit, is more uphill. I think he found that hard work as well. First run, or second run in a month, longest stretch of sprinting. I think you found that tough, but it's gonna be good for you. Do you want a drink? Okay, right. Good sesh though. Hard work for both of us. So that's all we can ask for in pre-season training. Both of us putting a good, honest, hard effort there. Paces aren't particularly important at this time. We've still got 3 months till the races we're targeting, and still the paces aren't bad at all. They're kind of, this time last year, they're paces we'd have dreamed of. You know, we'd never run sub 20 for a 5k this time last year, and that's bang on like 20-minute 5k pace that we're running there. Yeah, right. Anyway, let's get back to the car. We'll talk about it more. There we have it, first session of the season banked. It's a toughie, but as we said, paces weren't particularly important to us today, but actually, quite pleasingly, the paces we did hit were not far off what we were running on that course in the middle of the season last year. So that's really encouraging. We have just over a week until our first race of the season up at Tridog. So we've got a chance to get another session in next week. We'll probably do a bit of hill work next week. Just to get that power going. The weather looks okay for the next 3 or 4 days at least, so we should be able to get a little bit of volume in to really try and get him going before those races. But I think the first 2 races of the season are going to be a bit of sort of tune-up races for us anyway. We are looking to peak in the middle of the season, so we are going to build into it. In other news, this week is our 1-year YouTube anniversary. So me and Dizzy are celebrating. You're going to get, this is a double video week. If you haven't checked out our favourite bits of our first year of YouTube, then make sure you go check that out. Massive thank you to everyone who has subscribed to the channel and has watched the content. There has been over 400 of you subscribed, over 25,000 views on the first year, which is kind of small potatoes in YouTube terms, but massive for us in terms of just Canicross content. So remember, if you like the videos, then don't forget to subscribe to the channel and smash the like button. And me and Dizzy will see you on the next one.